Hey, Pisces. We're here to do your reading. We are going to use the Seasons of the Witch, Beltane Oracle. Probably retire this one until the actual Beltane season after this one. After this read. Oh, we had a beautiful Pisces season. The first half was tough, but we came out getting closer to Aries, I think. Thank you, Aries season, for lightening the mood a little. Believe it or not. A little bit of... Is it Fool and Emperor together? Like, that's kind of fun. Oh, my phone's telling me they only have an hour left. Not that this reading will be an hour, but... Why am I talking so much with you? Let's see what we got. Ooh, interesting. This is off just a smidge. Okay, thank you. Boundaries. It's a 3 card. Just the month we're in. Boundaries are sewn into the parts of who you are, for they are not to be crossed. The struggle. I do think that's one of the main karmic challenges for Pisces is boundaries. And then we have surrender. Which is yes, 3. This is a 41 card. There's nothing more blissful than the act of letting go. If setting yourself free of letting go, of setting yourself free of all that doesn't serve you. I would say that those are associated with one another. Like, in order to surrender that which doesn't serve you, putting a preventative, like setting up systems that keep you from having unwanted things in your energetic space, your aura, your physical space. It's interesting. Like, sometimes when I'm even how do I say this? Sometimes when I am finally to a place where I have the energy to move forward on my own goals, I'll start getting a bunch of phone calls, which is lovely. I love to be connected to people. But it's like people can sense that I have energy and they want to slurp it up. They want to drink up my milkshake. Sorry about this chair. I'm going to work on it today, I promise. Okay. Wait. Yes. Sorry. I'm trying to be to go with the process, which is a little hard when you're on camera. Because the immediacy of keeping you all entertained is a thing. We are going to use the Wild Unknown, but just the tarot. The Wild Unknown tarot. A little pocket version, so I can use these separate. You're my Pisces crew, so I'm a Pisces if you didn't know, if you're new here. And I bought both of the Kim Krantz decks, so her initial decks, for the car. So I think as the weather gets nicer, we'll be doing some exploratory things. I'm just excited. Ooh, this deck is a little crunchy still. I think this is the new one. I put the other one's in the car. I'm talking so much. Do we just need companionship? This is the 3rd reading I'm doing today. Just did Capricorn and Aquarius, and this is the first one in which I'm just babbling. Boundaries and surrender. I don't know if you have Capricorn in your... Was it Capricorn's reading? Where it was about, releasing so that we can have more? Or was it... I don't even remember anymore. we having an issue? I feel like I'm having an issue. 3. The whole deck is upside down. And even look at it. The sun, which was upside down because it was upside down. I didn't even look. So I'm gonna take it as it came out. 2 swords are in reverse. I'll say no longer. No, I'm not gonna take this upside down because I did the whole deck was upside down. That was my bad. If it was a couple, then I'd leave it. Then I'd say so. But it was just 5, 5, 5. 2 swords. I want to say finally having boundaries. This eclipse coming up. I mean, there's an eclipse. Well, there's a full moon in Libra, and I think the eclipse is in Libra on the 8th of April, which is fairly soon. This alludes to boundaries. Emperor. And the Sun. And the Son of Pentacles. Huh. Okay. Okay. Sorry about the slurping. You see how there's an eclipse on both of these cards? And that's pretty wild. It's just about the same one. So I want to say if you implore, well, I implore you to set boundaries. You can be in this emperor energy. But if you... Okay. This is very roundabout, but Pisces will get me, I think. The Emperor and the setting boundaries, those were associated with deciding that you are your priority, in my opinion, right? If you decide that you're gonna instead go the Son of Pentacles, slow and steady introduction, we're just gonna do what we need to do to build slowly at night when it's your free time, your little slivers, yes, sliver, this little crescent, little sliver of time at the end of your day when you're exhausted, taking baby steps. I'm gonna get a little stern here. If we're gonna continue, if you listen to Minnow Pond Tarot, which he's amazing, go check him out, of course. Like if you're here, you probably already know about him. But we gotta knock that off. Okay? I'm Pisces. Love being a Pisces. Pisces sun, and that's actually my only placement. So I actually have a lot of Earth. So maybe it's my Earth talking a little bit. A lot of Earth. We gotta knock this off. We gotta knock it off. We gotta... This investing slivers of your time and energy into self. No, we can't do that anymore. It's too I mean, it's not costly, right? Per se, because it's only 24 hours in the day, right? Yada, 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 whatever. It's like, it costs what it costs. But you won't benefit as much if you're not deciding that you're gonna block out, whoa, the sun. The sun. What does that mean? Hold on. So I'm getting this surrender where, like, you want the sun. Okay, that's it. That's what it is. Okay. It's a roundabout way, and it doesn't really work all the way, but this is just what I'm getting. It's not to our highest benefit to shine all of our light towards others. Cap it off a little bit. This is like the analogy doesn't totally work out, but save that nourishment for self. Absorb it. Don't radiate it all out into the world. And I think that a Pisces will get this, right? Like, well I want to say for the most part, Pisces do sense that there's a lot, and I've cried about this. I think even to therapists about having so much to share and so much to give. Like, why do I have so much to give if the right person, dynamic people aren't out there to receive it properly? Like, I'm almost embarrassed sharing that, but I'm not, because I think it's common enough that we need to acknowledge. Why are you so desperate to give away so much energy? It's not selfish to feed into your own aspirations. Your mission, your talents, your abundance through being comfortable, being satisfied, make you a more whole individual, one who grows into a stability in which you have extra, in which you have the energy to be even more kind than you were trying to be when you were balancing the just getting by. And I'm not saying I'm past that. We do. It's the new levels, right? I'm not saying there are devils around, but once you get to levels of sustainability, you have to sustain them to move forward, yada yada. We all know that, right? Nothing's perfect. As hopefully as Pisces we're evolving to know that nothing's perfect, and we need to work at all the things. I think this reading is pretty straightforward. I don't want to keep you here forever. Feed into yourself. First and foremost. These boundaries. Let's read this again. Boundaries are sewn into parts of who you are, for they are not to be crossed. I think this is a two-way street. Your level of giving and sharing are up to you. Your energy level is for you to regulate, no matter what sign you are. If you have energy to give and there's a person appropriate to give it to, then sure. But even if it's the most appropriate circumstance to share to, and you want to, if you can't or shouldn't, in the sense of it'll put you at risk, then you shouldn't. You shouldn't. I mean, if you're out in the rain, you're almost home, and somebody else has to still walk a mile, sure, let them borrow your raincoat. I'll give it back later, ain't no thing. But if someone needs to pay their mortgage, and you only have enough to pay your rent, you don't have money to give. Just an example. I think you get me. Pisces are very intelligent, but we haven't had one of these itty-bitty melancholy ones in a while. There's nothing more blissful than the act of letting go, of setting yourself free if that doesn't serve you. Do what you can to serve yourself. Not in a selfish way. Just set yourself up. Set yourself up. I mean, I can't speak for every Pisces out there, but from what I've noticed, we love the little things. The color of these walls, the drink I'm drinking, the sunshine coming through the window, my adorable little black bean of a puppy sitting there in a little donut hole on the couch in front of me. Like, we love the little stuff. Let yourself have those things. And I also want to say it's not your fault if other people don't, if that's not enough for other people, right? Not only when it comes to like partnerships and having somebody in your life, right? That is a layer, right? That we need to kind of recognize that, like, oh, you need so much more, so I'm going to sacrifice because you need so much more. That's what I was getting at. That's so funny. I don't want to be a brat about it, but if you sense that other people need more, let them go get more. It's not your job to give them more. Use your excess in stability to put towards your stability. You don't need to be, like, just because you don't need much doesn't mean you shouldn't be stable for your future. Ugh. Preaching to the choir. I know it. I know I am. If other people want more, let them work for more. It's furrowing my brow. Anyways, you were the longest reading, Pisces. I don't even know if you're still here, but I love you. And let's enjoy this transition to Aries season. Take care.